still love me just as much as they did the week before, if not more.
You just started another video, didn't you?
April 6th, it was a Thursday, and I'm at the abandoned house I was sleeping in, and I did my drugs, and I finished my last drink, and I laid down and I went to sleep. And I had this dream, and in this dream, there's this tall wall behind me, this tall stone wall, and there's the ocean beside me and the beach is in front of me, and there's these footprints in the sand. And on this wall is my mother, my grandfather, my grandmother, my son, and my wife, who are all deceased. My grandfather comes down and he grabs my hand, and my grandfather died when I was about 8 years old, my great-grandfather. And when he grabbed my hand, I could smell him, I could feel the sand in my toes, I could smell the ocean water. It was like I was really there. And we start following these footprints, and I asked my grandfather, I said, "What is this?" He said, "This is God's way." And we get out to the ocean, and there's a man standing there that I've only seen hanging on church walls. And my grandfather walks me out to the water, and my grandfather walks away, and the man in the water puts his hand on my face, doesn't say anything, he just puts his hand on my face, he puts me in the water, and he pulls me out of the water. When I come out of the water, everybody's walking away, and I wake up like that, and I'm crying. And I'm like, what in the heck was that? So I wake up the next day, and I come in here, and I help set up. I go in the bathroom, I'm washing my face and hands, and every time I start thinking about that dream, I start tearing up, I start crying. And I walked into the bathroom, I washed my face and my hands, and I looked in that mirror, and when I looked in the mirror, it was like I was looking at two souls, our adversaries and mine, and I couldn't tell them apart. And I started thinking about that dream, and I started crying. And I walked out and looked at Fred, and I looked at Doug, and they said, "Are you all right?" And I said, "No, I'm not. I need to ask God for forgiveness, and I need help." And I handed Doug my drugs and my utensils.
Bobby Lemming, there's nobody in this world right now that I think of more than I do him.
That is only by the grace of God, me letting go of my will and taking His will over, that I stand here today with 15 months without a drug or a drug.
My sobriety date is April 8th of 2017. There's people, that, well, I've done too much to ask God for forgiveness. And I tell them, I've wore the heaviest of chains, I've held the coldest of nails, I've cursed that man